think it's it's a mix of both. Yep. Yeah. It's someone you should have a chat to. Someone you should have a chat to is Esco. Tell Me Builds. Like, he was trying to talk to Mobbin yesterday about what he would like to see in tracks at the moment and what he'd like to see a little bit more of, and he feels that some of the tracks have got a little bit too easy as well, and that they could do to have a little bit of a difficulty curve. Not every track needs to be hard, but some tracks need to be, like, have the skill gap as well. And from a competitive racer, he was saying it in a much better way than he has done in the past when he tells Mobbin everything of Mobbin's the shit. Because Esco's always done that with Mobbin. He's the barbacks for you, in a way. Hey, Goku. Right, that's Sirod's POV. We are here for a wonderful 2v2 with Not Fast But Furious versus the beginners. That is Alex Oz and Dark Passenger versus Goku and Shark Do. Their track picks are for Not Fast But Furious. We have all gas. No brakes, Beetlejuice Park, Sour Patch and Airport Supersport. The beginners have chosen Inception, Backyard, Avant-Garde, The Crupple and Dalton, with the random pick of course being a Rockstar's Green Machine. Oof, by heck, we're in for some good racing. I can feel it in my bones. I wasn't even supposed to be here tonight. I was supposed to be out for dinner, but my friend has COVID. Big yikes. I do hope they are okay. But things happen, plans change, I'm here commentating. Now, how are you two feeling about the 2v2? I am here with Dark Passenger and Alex Oz. Yo, hold on, I can't hear. 1 second, let me go back a bit and have a rewind and listen. We're in for some good racing. Feeling about the 2v2? I am here with Dark Passenger and Alex Oz. No, you are muted, you are good, Alex. I am here with Dark Passenger. That's the way you'd prefer to stay, it's no problem with me. Yeah, no, honestly, it's not a problem. I understand some people aren't comfortable sharing voices and stuff. It took me a while to warm into it properly. And Mobbin offering good luck to both teams. I hope doing well, Mobbin. But if everything is ready your side, Goku, and Sirod's side, I believe we're ready in this party with Dark and Alex. So if the four of you are ready as racers, you can double check with each other in the message thread and stuff, and we can go when you four are ready. I know I can see Sirod streaming, he looks all set and good to go. I've always said Sirod, it might be Cyrod, but I'm going to stick with what I've always said, which is Sirod. He's never said it's Sirod Shark. Oh no, Shark do. Sirod is Sirod. Yeah. You confused me so much then. I was like, have I mispronounced this that badly? No, that's all good. That's all good. It happens. It's best to be focused on your races rather than pronunciations and which names are being said. But no, again, if you would prefer to like mute me and stuff during the races, I don't take it offensively in any way and all that sort of stuff. Yep. I always just leave that down to you racers. I'll just get on with my commentary. A pink star with a hee 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 hello. What bird's that? An eagle? Nice, Pinky. Looks like they've lined up for a little bit of a drag race. And lovely sauce. When I saw that being discussed yesterday, when that's discussed in the future, Alex just go, yeah, I'll do it. Because that was what Goku did. He was like, I'll host. But here we are. Green Machine is the first race up. They're getting rid of the random rock start and they're letting themselves get into the enjoyable customs. I know both of these teams enjoy their custom stunts. Hey, good luck to you. He's saying good luck, guys, from Sirod. And hello, bro. Good luck to yourself with the commentary your side, fella. And I will just share that link again, just because I've completely missed. Adjust the cam. Goku, nice, clean start. Alex Oz, though, good and aggressive over the curves, just take the lead. Initially into the early part of the corner, but Goku just feathering his throttle that little bit more later through. Pulls in nicely. Alex Oz carrying the speed into the tube. It's the front two, just ease away lightly. Alex Oz seems to get slightly better boost line through the earlier boost line, but Goku just stuck to it a little bit more. Hello Born and hello Dave, I hope you're both doing very well. We'll stick with Goku just for now, let the guys just behind settle in, not disrupt it too early on. Maybe flick back after the loops or the jumps. There's that shared again with an actual tag, so you know what it is. Goku just clipping that bottom of the tube before going into the boost. The car drift a little bit to the right, straighten the car out on the curve of the loop. The loops nice and tidy. Dark Passengers close the gap back up on Goku. Nice, a lead behind, maybe a second at most. Let's see the three cars, little tap of the horn from Goku. Alex and Shark do basically neck and neck as they came up to the peak of the jump. Dark Passengers had a nice section. He has closed the gap. Goku just getting that little bit of a curved platform, getting good revs into the tube. It's now Alex Oz on his back end. We will switch back in a minute. We'll head back to Shark Duke, so we'll be able to see all of the action. We'll just let it get on to the straight, nice and clean. There we go. Hopefully there'll have been no incidents. Dark Passenger slightly higher line, but he gets a good boost. Does take over Shark-Do. You can see Alex trying to push nice and hard that bit further ahead, trying to close the gap up to Goku. Teammate doing his side of the bargain at the moment. Just easing away Shark-Do nicely over the curbs. Heavy on the brakes, then gets himself back on the power, nice and comfortably. Just manages to get past a Dark Passenger there through the section. It's very clean jump. That's the back wheels touch down first. Best lap so far, 2:34.850 from Goku. Not a bad first lap. I know we can see some of the top guys pushing down towards 30. But still, very nice stuff. All around, lowest or highest time, 36.4. Not a bad time at all. Still. Shark-Do looked like he had a little dab of brakes. Dark Passenger just behind. You can hear that engine of the D8 just behind us if you're listening through your headsets. No, Trilsy, that sucks, man. I hate fools that do that shit. So I bet he said something like, Shark-Do into the tube, 230.317 there from Goku, 31.580 from Alex, 32.114 at the moment from Shark-Do, Shark-Do 02, sorry, and Dark Passenger 233.061. Me and Alex there having a slight immature chuckle at me calling Shark-Do by mistake. Nothing was said, it was a picture. That's... Still, man, it sucks. Comes through the loops, nice and tidy. Does appear to have just closed the gap up on Alex lightly. He's got good speed through the final loop. Don't worry about it, plenty of races left as well. Get my calculators up. We went for the brake boost. We heard a bit of the squeal. He's got some good speed. Looping very aggressive though. Bit of lag at the bottom of the tube. Alex is able to hold a second place. Dark does comfortably get himself across the line. Scores. Yeah, it's such an easy track. Once you, well, it feels like it's such an easy track, but as soon as you fall off the good lines, it's so slow and so hard to get back onto them, really, because it's so fine to find the flow. That is 25 to the beginners to 20 to not fast but furious. Cars being selected. We are on Airport Super Sport. Starts holding their positions nicely, a little bit squiggle coming down the hill, corrected nicely, gets good drive, good bounce or bump boost on landing, pulls through the tube exit nicely out. Exhaust comes out just below, good aggressive exit. Entering the tube, no issue with the air time. Alex Oz right back into the mix with Goku and Shark. Very high speed track. It's pointing down, it's slammed down to the track. Shark do. Unfortunate mistake, looked like landing after that boost just sent him squiggly and into the side of the tube. And yeah, I'm doing alright. Official, thank you very much. And I think I'm in your chat. If not, you're welcome to add me to it and I can help keep you remembered. And Trill, is saying he's using X-Trillsy Purple. Dark Passengers does ride a bit of a mistake there. He's still got plenty of time over Shark. We will take the pressure over to Goku and Alex. We'll be sitting with Goku, so that little bit more tough ass pressure on Goku. He has managed to get the overtake on Alex at some point during the black screen. Comes out of the wall ride a little bit on his side, but he holds it nicely. Alex though able to close back up, having slightly higher speed coming up the hill. Bit of a squiggle on the landing. Alex on the left side seemed to keep it nice and true. It's a lovely pastel peach pink on Goku's car. Alex really having closed the gap through that final section of the track. We've got a 235.8 to a 235.981 as we see, I believe, Dark Passenger third place just coming by. Big brake boost from both. Goku's a little bit earlier and Alex is just triggering a little bit later, but driving back past him. Out the tube, nice lead does it. Goku still just with a light advantage as they come across the curbs. Nice and aggressive. See both of them swinging back and forth across the curbs, trying for the brake boosts as well. Goku nice and aggressive into the tube, did manage to get himself onto that right side tube wall. Pulls out, he's just going to tilt the nose slightly downwards. Through the cut, Goku having a lovely smooth run. Alex as well, just behind, maybe a second and a half in it. It's a bit harder to judge at the high speed. Pulls out, comes out nice and low. Oh, but the boost he gets down, that prop just sends him in to the wooden wall. It does allow Alex to come past in a lovely controlled fashion. Maybe just feathered his throttle ever so slightly, seeing what happened to Goku ahead. Really, in that situation, you can't feel anything but bad for the lad. Looked like he landed nice and high up on that prop. Just couldn't get the car under control to pull back through the narrow. You can see Alex maybe a 5-second advantage. He goes for this wall ride on the top of the track. Goku takes the corner. You can see the advantage goes Alex's way a little bit more. Goku looking to just try and set himself up for a clean lap here. Dark comfortably holds position over Shark at the moment. Shark, you can see, around 6 seconds behind Dark when they cross the line. We'll see if he managed to close that up at all. Thank you very much, Senna. I hope you're doing very well. And as much as I don't understand French, I can see them slightly taking the mick out of Shark Doo for his little mistake early on, and Goku. Like, cue the abuse, I think is what's being said. So his friend's looking to rip into. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you, Senna. You can see Goku pushing nice and hard to 34.260 from Alex. Is the best lap so far. No improvement from Goku, and Shark and Dark battling. You can see the positions swapping to 39.465 to Shark. 45.7. Custom Lilac mobbing correcting Trilsy there, I believe. Alex comes out nice and safe. You can see Goku just tilts the car a little bit, using the handbrake to angle the car away from the wall this time. Comes across going for the curb boost and brake boost, trying to get as much as speed into this final section as possible. The gap has closed. Is there enough of the track remaining? He will need to get the cleaner, harder wall ride. Goku going with the corner, and they're just having to brake a little bit too heavily, not knowing how to get onto that other wall. Really didn't help Goku there, having gone with the slightly trickier wall ride. A little squiggle from Alex does allow Goku through. Alex not having to brake as much, just puts the power down, and he does claim his win to settle his nerves a little bit. Nice stuff. Goku maybe feels like he could have just nabbed that away, but he shouldn't be so disappointed either. It did come back nicely. Yeah, I don't think he knew how to get onto that flat wall, Trilsy. I think he thought he'd brake, so he just ended up driving straight at it, not realising he didn't know how to get onto it, and then just hit the brakes to stop himself hitting it. And then a little bit of over braking into that final corner. Sorry, my man. Go ahead, Dart. Yeah, he got first. It was close. So that's 25 plus 10. Ooh, it's tightened up a little bit. It is at 37 to 35 in their favour at the moment, but you have shortened the gap by 3 points. Yeah, they are, Senna. I do really like the customs that are being put out at the moment. We will be seeing more and more variation as well coming up over the next few months. Nice tube line there. You can see Goku and Shark. Just had to readjust this line slightly, coming down into the tube. Nice, a lovely source, clipping the boost. Throttle pulls himself through the section nice and cleanly. No collisions with the wall. It is a tricky track. Oh, his back right tyre, I think, just clipped the curb a little bit, just to the wall. Very unfortunate stuff. Coming through and onto Goku, you can see Alex with the lead, taking a slightly lower line into the tube. Goku just has to pull up, and that does allow Alex just to ease away a little bit before the corner, roughly off the barrier as well, just eking out a couple of tenths. Nice drive off the tube, Goku 2, but Alex holds his lead. Hello, Vortex, my man. Goku nice and high off the wall, you can see, just gave him that little bit of extra drive as he took the line to go higher up through the corner. Seemed to just collect a little bit more boost. Alex holding his lead, holding his pace nicely. Goku though, just a slightly smoother line, holds the curve. An intake of breath myself there from Alex as he just felt his stomach raise up. Nicely through, pulls himself on to the wall. Still keeps himself nicely behind after this wall ride and into the tube. We will pop on back, have a look how the situation is. It's smooth, you can see Goku just going nice and safe into the tube. Alex just getting there. Right tyre, sorry, to touch as soon as the tube came up to meet him. through the through the corner, really nicely feathering the throttle, carrying as much speed as he could. Just saw him drop down, coming up to the hairpin ahead, be on the brakes and letting himself go up the tube wall. Bit of extra boost. .151. Just caught that bump a little bit. Unfortunate. 151.612 from Goku. 155 from Alex. 2 minutes there. 0.192 from Jacques. 204.1 from Dark Passenger. The beginners, that is a Shark, Do and Goku. Alex Oz and Dark Passenger, that is NFBF, or Not Fast But Furious. Goku coming off the wall as Alex goes into it, coming off it nice and smooth. Goku just showing his experience on the track. A very unfortunate brick there. I've had that happen myself just as you come off the transition from tube to track. If you're not above the curb, does still hold second place, but Shark now coming up behind him. Corner, over the curb. Oh, just right for the light landing. Secret Vortex enjoying your team name. Thank you very much, Dav. I did mean to. I've not hit enter. It's, from what I know, Rezkio's not a fan of that make, and it's his own track. It didn't. That's harsh. Dark, really unlucky there. You could see him literally inside the checkpoint. I think not quite registering. I believe this is all gas, no brakes. 212.433 is the world record there by Mobbin. Apply a little bit of early pressure to the beginners. Goku and Shark just has a little bit of a bogged down start, but he's got himself back up to pace now nicely, pulling out of the wall a little bit high and safe as there's slides, and Alex and Dark came off just a little bit late and ended up barrel rolling. Three of them will be quite close together. Goku seems to have had the best of it, and it's allowed the French guys a bit of an advantage early on, just riding their look. Shark Dude did play it nice and safe, coming off quite early and nice and high to make sure he cleared over and didn't have any issue with that narrow landing area for the wall ride. It's just within the track boundaries. Shark Dude just clipping into that first bit of curb just after the white line, getting himself good curb boost. It's like Goku had to respawn after the tube exit, and that has allowed Alex and Dark into second and third respectively. We are going to stick with Shark Dude for a little while, keep the pressure on the lead. Comes off the wall nice and safe over onto the left side, using the curved banked prop to come across, and coming down nice fast. Looks like he did have just a tad of a dab brakes, not trusting his throttle control fully through the corner will allow Alex potentially shorten the gap as Goku behind. Sorry, just need a swig of my drink. Coming through nicely. Unfortunately, Gucci, I wasn't aware that I was able to do this until like an hour before the event. I was supposed to be out for dinner and my friend had to cancel because they're not very well. Or well, they feel fine, but they've been diagnosed with COVID, so I'm not allowed to see them. They're quarantined for 10 to 14 days. And yeah, same. But I will try to post the ones as they're booked in. We haven't got anything else booked in before Christmas as things stand. It's all looking like it will take place in the January period. But yeah, she feels completely fine, so that's the main thing. Like, a sense of smell has gone, but she's not got a cough or having any trouble breathing, so hopefully it won't affect her too badly at all. Shark 2 having a nice clean run, 2:24.727 is the best lap so far, around 10 seconds off Mobbin's world record time. Oh, very unlucky, just went into the wall ride a little bit too sharply, and that has allowed Alex to come through and take the lead. You can see Goku and Dark on the map. Goku just behind Dark. Again, just not trusting his throttle control through this big corner does allow a little dab of brake. It is better safe than sorry, it is what I've always said. Tempting at the landing brake boost as well, nice to see. Alex comes off the wall, it looked like he got down onto the track nice and smooth as a Shark do. Unfortunately, just comes off a little bit early. And Mobbin, yeah, he did get it the other day, didn't he, in the lobby we were all in. Can't remember what he got. But yeah, Raza did pinch away Mobbin's all gas no brakes world record the other night in a playlist lobby last week sometime. We are gonna go have a look. Oh, Shark Doo has unfortunately missed a checkpoint. He has chosen the approach to go back to the checkpoint rather than respawning, which could eat up a big chunk of time, as we saw Goku and Dark Passenger flying past Alex with a big lead. He's got almost that whole tube behind him. And Mobbin saying it was a low 12, Razza managed to shaving off round 0.2 to 0.3. Just goes into the tube cut a little bit low. Should have the time advantage to hold the lead, but they will be coming up behind. Looping through the tube. Off the wall nicely on this right side. Goku low though, comes from out of nowhere. Didn't even hear the engine note until he'd come level. Catches a bit of a brake boost down the hill. 2:17.810 is the best lap so far from Alex. Goku though, technically putting in really top lap. Nice readjustment there from Alex, realising he was going to come off a little bit too high, just pulled back down to the right to keep himself down nice and low. A 2:15 there was the time from Goku, just a pinch away the best lap. No, these things like I always say, it's just like, it is as pressured as it is, just try and take it off yourself, because you'll race your best with as little pressure on yourself as you can put on yourself. Oh, I think he just made it. That was about the same as well to my eye. No, you saw me on peer race. I should have beaten Pinky on that race on peer race, and I fucked up that tube exit at the end. It happens. So it is. What do you mean 4 weeks? The snow's around for like 6-7 days at the most. Gucci. Inception. And the scores are 85 to the beginners and 69 very nice to not fast but furious. Again as well, just a little tiny bit of context, this is two newer racing teams to the community, and we all know people do develop at different speeds and stuff. You can see Alex and Goku have maybe picked some bits up a little bit quicker, and Dark and Shark as well will have places where they can show their proper speed where they've put in a bit more practice. Dark also spends a lot of time creating tracks for the whole community to enjoy. Not everybody can be the best, sweatiest. Goku just comes off the hill, and Shark a little bit low off out of the tube, has to respawn. Goku does manage to hold his lead after bouncing off the crest of the hill, but Dark and Alex are going to be really not too far behind. I should be Gucci, yep. And unlucky at Shark from Gucci. We can see Dark Passenger and Alex. Oh, really unlucky. Looked like Dark just caught a bit of a speed boost and then couldn't just pull back to the left. Maybe just missing a feathering point. Like I had that issue on a couple of places on, no, it was just before the tube cut on Tony's track. It's a bit sharp going for the shortcut way. Alex is leading the way. Shark does hold position. No, Dark holds position over Shark, as Alex does over Goku. Goku feathers his throttle, gets down on the track a little bit earlier, gets a little curb, a brake, a boost. Yeah, I'll be joining the pre-lobby and stuff, Gucci, and then if it's full, I might, you never know, I might commentate it. Depends how I feel. Goku, a lovely low exit. Is at back wheel, barely losing traction with the track. Just undertaking, I will call that. Alex there. Alex's was a nice exit too, just a little bit higher. That did allow Goku a little bit of wiggle room to get himself through. Alex, some lovely tube speed, retakes position from Goku, feathering his throttle over the crest of the hill, carrying his speed through really nicely. Could hear Goku's tyres squealing just behind as he loses a little bit of time before the tube. And serious tube boost this time from Goku to retake the lead, just trading a position like boxers trading punches. Alex has just come out a little bit smoother, gets himself across the curbs, nice and tidy. Just ever so lightly pulling up just to straighten the car up so he doesn't hit the track too heavy. And a lovely low transition off the track and onto the tube wall. The drive into the tube, a little bit of a disconnect, just allows Goku to hold first. In to first he comes, really smooth curb boosting from Alex. Just again, Goku just a little bit more delicate when coming off the wall, just allows himself back into the lead. Again, this is building the experience for both. I do believe it's both of these two's first competitive event. I believe it's all four's competitive event. Lovely drive from Alex, really collecting some lovely curb boosts on that left side of the car. Goku this time not losing contact with the tube. feathers throttle, really nice. Alex holding little slide very nicely and retakes the lead. Barely missing the barrier there, sitting in the tube a little bit lower, neck and neck coming onto the wall. Goku somehow just getting a little bit more boost there. Alex replies back and takes the lead. Goku going very aggressive over the curbs. Slightly different lines through the tube. Alex really unlucky, the back right wheel just clips, and that does stop him dead and allow Goku the race win. But I have to say, that was an incredible race, fellas. That was insane. You were neck and neck for like 2.5 laps, like 10 foot, 20 foot in it the whole way. Shark as well. Unfortunately, third and fourth do both D and F. I'll put it in the other chat in a minute for you so they can... Like, again, it's just something some people don't like. Some people just rush through the races and other people like a little bit of a break, yeah. So I'll just put it in the French chat to see if they can wait next race. There we go. Put it on me. This is Sour Patch by my man Kanako back. Alex Oz and Goku again, neck and neck. Goku just a little bit low, takes a little bit of extra air time. Shark Do really got down on the hill nice and early. Alex and Goku getting super smooth wall rides though and retaking position back. Alex just clips a bit of the tube and has a bit of a barrel roll. Nice cut. Coming through. Trying to collect them brake boosts nicely. You can hear the squeals. Appreciate the attempt. I did not see the speed boost. And lucky Alex, I would have rage quit from Gucci. I don't believe you would, Gucci. Maybe if it was a regular playlist. Feathering and easing the speed onto the wall to make sure no issue with bricking, and then flying over that first section. Goku carrying his speed really nicely ahead. Bit of a disconnect there from the tube, allows Alex and Dark to come on through. And Goku ahead, massive disconnect from the tube, has a bit of an explosion. It looked like Shark looping the wrong way, almost had a bit of a collision with the building that does poke up on that right side tube wall through one of the looping sections. The roadies look nicely. Goku now going to have to push really hard to try and get himself back into the better points. Tomorrow morning at like 10 AM 11 AM, so 5 AM tonight, 5 AM to 6 AM your time, Fuckstain. Can't do nicely, doesn't correct his car too much. You can see Dark just ahead, just caught a bit of the tube. Do not adjust in the car, just lets the car fall down on the hill really nicely. Thank you very much, Sean, or Scene, however you say it. I believe it's Sean rather than Scene. It's normally like 9, 10 AM, 11 AM UK time at the latest, so whatever time that equates to your time. Unless they release a bit earlier in the smaller updates, I'm not sure. Dark has got himself ahead of Shark. Goku back up into second place. Alex is holding the lead. We will pop up and have... Look, there is Goku. No, that was Shark. That was Alex ahead. There is Goku just coming off the wall. Now, both Dark and Shark choosing the wise options at this point to play it safe. Letting their track speed do talking. We will go on, just have a look at the guys up front. Coming through his tube line, nice and smooth. A little bit of a lag spike there showing on my screen, the car stopping dead. Good lead though, 245.1 at 2.8. The 51s from Dark Passenger and Goku, and 47.950 from Shark. Goku did just show shifting up position there, just the position through the tube. Nice cut from Alex, just in the car in. Awesome sauce, thank you very much, Sean, and I do appreciate the support. There'll be plenty of stuff like this over the coming weeks as well. We've got another 3 or 4 rounds of this 2v2. It's just spread out around the Christmas and New Year holiday a little bit, so this round goes on till the 16th of January, then we move on to round 3. Esco is hosting Alex. Wow, that blew up so late. The car looked like it had flipped back onto all 4 wheels by the time it exploded. Yeah, Esco is planning on hosting when you just need to be in the pre-lobby in the first 15 people, but if it goes above 25 then I'll host the second one or whatever. Anyway, sort of thing, if it's too full. And that's at 10 PM UK pre-lobby, so an hour and 10 minutes. So just through the tube, just pulls left then back to the right for the tube cut. Got Shark Doo-Doo just ahead in sight. heading in for the skip. Here the engine note dipping down, pulls out very nicely, barely avoids that track wall. Got that spot on, the gap closing, revs are building. Tubing pulling down nice and sharp, final portion of it. Taking that opposite line, but he does hold a position as things stand. Goku ahead, 2:38.457 from himself to the 2:38.107 from Alex. Lovely stuff. Dark and Shark side by side, almost Shark just that car's length behind. Takes the speed through the corner. Dark holds position coming through the final corner. There's one little tube cut remaining. Lovely and low from Alex. He might feel a little bit hard done by. Is in the name of the game. Mistakes can happen. Nothing to beat yourself up for too much. And to make yourself in any way feel better that you're picking up, both of you, go watch any of my 1v1s or 2v2s that I've taken part in the past and you'll have a right old laugh. Honestly. We all have to come from somewhere. It isn't often very good. All the time, at least. It happens, dude. You'll learn how to handle it and you'll get better and better. Sean, if you add me on PlayStation, it is the same as my YouTube, just where I'll type it in on the chat. And I will get you added to the pre-lobby. If you just add me on PlayStation, send me a friend's request, I'll accept it after I finish commentating this, and then when the pre-lobby opens I'll send you an invite to it. And thank you very much, Dave. I was just about to jump on that. Pin that, thank you very much. But yeah, we're always looking to pick up people interested in the stunts and stuff. Looks like it's starting me with Shark again. Goku and Shark have had the better grid position throughout, but good starts from Dark and Alex throughout have levelled it up very quickly. Alex and Goku going super aggressive over the curbs, slightly different tube lines. Shark comes from the back to the front, but his tube exit a little bit high is going to see him needing to respawn early on. Plenty of time to try and reclose the gap. Goku as well comes off the cut too early. How you going, Major? Hope you're doing very well. That does allow Alex, Oz and Dark Passenger a big lead. A massive tap of the horn there from Goku. But I hope you're doing very well, Major. Right, now sat with Dark, we can see his teammate Alex just ahead. comes over the curbs nicely, just easing his way through the track. Now these guys know they've got a strong lead, they can play it a little bit more carefully with the cuts, pick out the ones they're comfortable with, the ones they're not. Oh, just a little bit low in the tube, plenty of time, held it nicely, stays on track. The next wall ride, yeah. It's a respawn there. Dark. It's closing the gap up. It's still got a big lead with their respawns. They had to go back with where they were. Shark had to go back through the tube. Goku back down to the bottom of the hill. So the time lost a little bit greater for them two. Dark and Goku seem to be trading positions through tube position. It's just on the brakes and lovely stuff, Sean. Like I say, I'll get that accepted once this event's over. And then if I'm doing any racing before the pre-lobby as well, I'll invite you to the lobby I'm in as well, Sean, so you're not just sat waiting or nothing. Nice tube exit from Alex, straight down the middle, landing on the right side of the track. Allows himself to pull up the banked curve nicely, and hello Joker, my man. Lovely cut, lovely single barrel roll, and meeting the prop as it comes up to meet the car. Oh, really well adjusted. The slight brick on the wall pushed him right down the wall, and he had to pull himself up, but not to make sure he didn't come off too aggressive. And another brick there from Alex. Really unlucky landing. The bumps not being nice. You are to save yourself, yep. Just not through loops and stuff on double loop and stuff like that. Joker in the house from H-Bomb, as is yourself, H-Bomb. The bomb in the house. That is my teammate for the 2v2. Alex is holding lead. He does have Goku attempting to go Super Saiyan just behind him. Nicely through the tube cut. Ever since I saw the name, it was all that sprung to mind. What's he going to go Super Saiyan on my ass? Lovely stuff through the wall ride, the corner. And yeah, as much as we do have a bit of a focus on stunts, our priority is stunts on our side of the community, Sean. There is a good section of us that go off and do street racing, rally, all the other bits as well, and we're doing a bit more of it within the community side as well now, like once a week playlists and stuff. So whether street or stunts is a bit more your side. It is beginners with a 24-point lead at the moment, Rezkio. We have 2 races remaining after this, so there is time for it all to swing back. Alex is leading the way here with Goku and Shark in 2nd and 3rd. It's a lovely tube exit this time, going to land nice and high on that blue slanted platform. Up and over. It's good and clean. There is just something about the cuts that I will always love. As much as I am getting into my street racing and rally and all of that sort of stuff, there's nothing more satisfying than seeing someone come off a wall or off a ramp skip really nicely. Unfortunate stuff there as I'm talking about the nice stuff. Alex just clipping a little bit aggressively. Does have the time to burn slightly. It is a little bit limited now with Shark being on the same straight behind him. but the lead he had enough to... They're, unfortunately, Joker, they're just a little bit too late night or early morning for me, with them being 6 AM. They're like 7 AM for you, Rezkio. Some of them are at 2 AM, 3 AM. I have attended a couple of them. And Major just letting himself know just a little bit, letting himself know, letting us know that he knows of Bish. The intrigue's building more and more, Mr. Wanker. Yeah, it's like 6 AM for me, Joker, and then 7 AM for Rezkio. Alex just bricking on the wall again, barrel rolling through it. Looked like Shark had a mistake behind. Goku just coming into that wall ride behind Alex here. Dart coming through the wall ride behind the two French fellas. Sean from Canada and Quebec, nice. Yeah, it's just a little bit early, Rezkio, that is, isn't it? You know, morning things. Two left. Yeah, like 9 tracks in a competitive event. Sometimes it can sometimes feel like it's dragging on a little bit when you're in it. I hope so. I did ask. I have asked on the French commentary chat, so hopefully they've seen it. I can't make any promises though. I do hope so. I'm not pressing X or anything, so don't press X on these screens to give yourself as long as you can get. Like, don't select your car or anything, like, you know. Like, press X once and that's it, just to choose it. Just need to do... It is Beetlejuice Park. This is Dark Passengers creation. It's one of my favourite new tracks, I have to say. Do really enjoy it. No, I don't. I put it in my playlist, Dark. I've put it in a few. It's been in 2 or 3 over the past month. The ones I've hosted. Oh, lucky Dav, I'll pin yours though, lad. That was close. That was a tight race for the points. Oh, Dav, I posted yours. I'll have to pin my own. And Senna as well saying no, it is one of his favourite races as well. He really enjoys this track. Passenger just a little bit slidey off the tube. It holds the lead. We're sat with the Shark at the moment. Oh, cock and what? Cock of what? Cock of in? Chicken and wine? I do enjoy that track as well. That is, like, to me, a JoJo track, and it isn't me criticising, but they're like, it's what I do instead of parkours, because I don't quite enjoy parkours. But a JoJo track is more challenging than most stunt tracks, and it has that edge for me. And Luke saying he's choosing that against Ty. A bit of cock and vin. He will lose his shit at you, Luke. You won't talk for a week. He'll say something about your mum, you'll take it personally, it'll all go wrong. Just eases back across for the loop skip, takes it nicely, didn't hit any feather in the throttle. Goku is just holding the lead over Alex. As things stand, we will move forward shortly and have a little look. I don't want to do it at any risky point. Shark, very tight there, very close, and an unfortunate brick into the tube, but he holds the barrel roll nice and clean. We will just pop up to Alex and Goku. Cock in the back of a van. What is that from again, Luke? I do recognise it, but I can't remember where from. Goku, big slide out. Yeah, he's maybe missed a checkpoint with the way he was sat still. He's going back in a straight line now, I believe. A big time loss there for Goku. Does allow Alex big lead. Throttle ever so slightly just to give the car a chance to pull back up for the wall ride. Bit of a lag brick displays, but he's on a track, goes through the tube skip really nice, landing on all four wheels in the tube. Yeah, that's the badger, thank you, Luke. To 18.290 is the best lap so far from Goku, but I imagine we could see some potential improvement on that here. Brake boost over the curb, sees him down over the jump really cleanly. To me, it's just one of them classic coming of age shows. If you are a teenager or you remember being a teenager, you'll understand bits of its humour quite comfortably and be able to enjoy it. We've all been awkward teenagers at some point. The only one I'd say you don't want to relate to is Jay. That's not a good look. If you relate to Jay heavily, look at yourself in the mirror. 18.29, still the best lap. It's just off it with the .353. But Alex, if I remember correctly, it was what, 6-7 months ago I met you in a random lobby and invited you to one of the crews, Goat, and that, got you in Goat with Goat and that. Wasn't that long ago, was it? A little bit off the wall, cold hold it. He gets the car pointing back in a straight line. He is going to have to take the loop, I believe, here. Wisely heads back through it. And Fox, do you like the new update? I have to say, I don't mind it. I quite like the new car. The Ignis is really nice. The STX is a beast to drive. It's a little bit OP and it's destroyed the muscle car class, but I just want to go as fast as I possibly can. So I don't care about the muscle car class or any class as long as I can drive as quick as I possibly can. And yeah. So yeah, I enjoy the update. Hopefully some of the other new cars are enjoyable to drive, even if they're not the fastest of the fast. Like, they're enjoyable in certain situations, like the Ignis, really nice on wall rides. Mobbing really enjoys its loop skips and ramp skips. So yeah, that sort of thing's all good with me. Lovely ramp skip there from Alex. Like, not everything has to be world record breaking, but it is nice to get a new top car as well in the mix. And the Cinquilla, however you say that, I'm not even going to try. Sync is what I'm going to go with. Lovely low cut there from Goku. And he does take the approach to wait here, knowing that it is both his own teammate and the opposition that are in DNF positions. Goku playing very good sportsmanship and waiting up at the line with him not being in a tight race on this occasion with Alex. How are you finding it, Senna? Have you enjoyed it yourself? Or, like, yeah, one of the things I don't do it myself, but I'm not happy for the drifting side of the community. The fact that all these cars that were made for drifting, the tuner class, now can't drift. That's a shame. They've taken away the mid-drive boost from them and all that sort of stuff. That is a bit of a shame, but hopefully they can get that fixed, because it does no harm to anyone else. It's not like it's massively beneficial in races, so there's no point in taking it away from them. Points will count. Yeah, Dalton, I believe, is the last one. I've not seen it, I don't think, yet. I am not. So it is 167 to the beginners and 149. It's gone back, and now I've missed my chance. Dav's going to have beaten me. Go. And message to the scores are beginners with 167 to 149. As well, I'm not sure you did, but as I heard Dark and Alex discussing, they know they do need first and second. Alex is up into first. He's come off that wall really nice and low. Dark up to third. Shark missing the boost up the hill. Lost a lot of time there. Each team has come up with their own name. Senna. So the beginners came up with their name, and Not Fast But Furious came up with theirs. Me and Henry came up with God Their Ass, or God Their Awful as it became for YouTube friendliness. We will move forward, take a bit of pressure off of Shark. Corrects that in the air really nicely and gets all four wheels onto the track nicely rather than bricking the nose in. We are going to go on to Goku. We will keep the pressure on the French team, them having the advantage going into the final race. It's their pick. He's come off the wall ride a little bit low. He's having to respawn. That has allowed Alex, Dark Passenger and Shark past. You can see Alex coming off the wall as Dark goes in. Shark bricks off the second wall ride as well. Really unlucky stuff from the French guys. I am going to have to move forward just to keep the balance of pressure even as I do, and have a little eye on Alex and Dark. Goku gonna have to push really hard to get back up ahead of Dark, and Shark gonna be battling to try and hold on to a finish. Nice and smooth across the curb, not too aggressive. Smooth line just down to that second line, and then just to come off parallel with the line. Gives you a lovely line onto the downward slope into the tube on the right side. It is all of a sudden tense as you like. Feathers the throttle a little low onto the wall, pulls off it nicely, holding the lead. The 1:22.314 from Alex is the best lap. Oh, Dark really unlucky, just comes off a bit of an angle, heavy slide. Does allow Goku back through. Shark has plenty to do still, just behind though. Goku right in the mix. I did mean to go on to Alex. I hadn't quite pressed up enough. A little tap of the horn from Goku. Hello, fella. As he is going to try and hold his nerves. As much as they do have an advantage, he knows they need to be clean. And they both need to finish. He'll be having a little chat with Shark in the party, I'm sure. Just coming off a little bit higher than Dark there, making sure it's nice and safe. He is just easing up just to make sure his teammate has the time to get across the line as well. Smart choice by Goku. And it's ended up incredibly tight, really. Less than 20 points separate the two teams. That one. Equals 187 to 174, so there's 13 points at the end in it. It does go the way of the beginners on 187 to Not Fast But Furious on 174. Ended up incredibly tight. On another day it could have gone another way. Goku does take the playlist win on 123 points, but GG's all around. No, stuff happens, man. Like, honestly, like, both of you have come on a long way since you joined the community. Alex has come on a little bit quicker, but Dark, you spend an awful lot of time in the creator, and you're creating stuff to enjoy racing on as well. So you split your time between real life, creating tracks and racing. And like people like myself, I fully understand that there's different levels. Like some of the best racers learn across 6 months a year and they get to top speed. Others of us take a couple of years to get there and pick it all up. It's a very complicated game. Some people are a bit more naturally inclined to it, and that's just the way things are. But I think you've put in a very respectable performance, really. Not at all to go home embarrassed about. You're 14 points behind these guys that do race regularly every day and stuff, in Shark and Goku. And I've fully... Nice. Nice, but you're all set up and you'll get used to that, and then you'll start to feel the benefits of that over the coming weeks and months. It's not too much of a benefit, but it's always flat frames now. You shouldn't ever drop below 30. But huge GG's all around. Congratulations on this occasion. Do go to the beginners, and commiserations do come to Not Fast but Furious. I'm sure we will see them again in the future. I'm sure we'll see taking part in certain bits and pieces in the future. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We are about half an hour away from Esco's playlist or pre-lobby, and maybe an hour or so away from the actual racing. Somebody will be streaming that, myself or somebody else. Thank you all again very much, and good. Which crew do we talk about? And hello, Dave. Oh, answer these questions before I just sign out. Let's not be a knobhead. Hello, Lana. I'm not a rude dickhead. I hope you're very well. I am. Alex Oz, raced. I think you raced a little bit more than okay, my man. It might not have been your best still, but I'd say at least a bit better than okay. There were some places you were incredibly clean. David Foggett. I'll try and pronounce it. You can laugh at me all you want. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. You're from Portugal. How's Christmas going over there for you? I hope it's going nicely. Which crew do we talk about? I am not sure, Senna. I have set up a crew, the Academy Stunt crew, that's we're going to be training randoms up to bring into the community over the next few months and stuff. But other than that, that is it. Like I say, there will be another stream from somebody in the next 45 minutes or so, I would guess. And again, thank you ever so much. I love you all, and goodbye for now. Bye, new boys. I love you the most. You message me on PlayStation as well, mate. I love you.